Ever wondered why cats and dogs don't write jokes? Because they're too busy living them. Welcome, folks, to the ultimate furry comedy show where our four-legged friends are the stars. They chase their tails, they pounce on invisible threats. They provide endless amusement with their antics. And the best part? They have absolutely no idea how hilarious they are. So, forget about your worries for a while because laughter is the best medicine. So buckle up and get ready for a laughter ride. First up, our four-legged comedians with wagging tails. Now let's dive into the world of Canine Capers. Picture this: a mischievous mutt, a squeaky toy, and an unattended laundry basket. If you're guessing that the end result is a whirlwind of socks and a very proud pooch, you're not far off. And then we have the classic tail chase. You've seen it before, a dog spinning in circles trying to catch that elusive tail. It's a never-ending pursuit, a metaphor for life perhaps, or just a hilarious sight that never gets old. On to our next clip featuring the legendary food thief. Picture a stealthy canine, eyes locked on a tantalizing piece of steak left unattended on the table. The anticipation, the leap, and the triumphant retreat with the prize. It's a sight that brings a chuckle every time. Then there's the infamous squirrel standoff. It's a battle of wits between an agile tree dweller and a determined dog. The squirrel dashes and dodges while the dog barks and bounds, a dance as old as time itself. And who could forget the unwilling bath time? No matter the breed, there's something universally funny about a dog's determined resistance to water, the wide-eyed horror, the desperate attempts to escape, and the eventual soggy defeat. It's a scene that's sure to elicit a hearty laugh. Then of course, there's the unexpected friendship. Enter the tiny kitten and the giant Great Dane. Picture the surprise, the tentative sniffing, and the eventual playful romping. It's a heartwarming sight that's also incredibly amusing. And finally, we have the sleepy dog. The one who dreams so vividly, their paws twitch and their noses wriggle. It's a sight that's both adorable and hilarious, a reminder of the sweet innocence of our furry friends. Oh dogs, what would we do without your goofy antics? Now let's jump into the world of our mysterious and amusing feline friends. Ah, cats, creatures of comfort, masters at the art of napping, and unparalleled experts in the field of mischief. They know how to keep us entertained, and they do it with an air of nonchalance that is uniquely feline. Picture this: a regal tabby, perched on the edge of a shelf, eyeing a delicate vase. You can almost hear the calculating gears turning in its head. And then, with a casual flick of its paw, the vase is sent tumbling to the floor. The cat? It simply yawns as if to say, "Did I do that?" Next we have a tuxedo kitten, a bundle of energy, bouncing off walls. It's a blur of black and white fur, a tiny tornado that leaves a trail of chaos in its wake. It sees a piece of string, and it's game on. Up and down, round and round, the kitten chases the string with a determination that would put an Olympian to shame. Then there's the classic scenario of a cat versus a mirror. An orange tabby catches sight of its reflection and it's an instant standoff. It puffs up its fur, arches its back, and issues a low growl to the intruder. The mirror cat, of course, responds in kind. It's a battle of wills, a showdown of epic proportions, all over a harmless reflection. And who can forget the sight of a cat, mid-leap, realizing it has miscalculated its jump? The wide-eyed panic, the frantic scrambling in midair, and the inevitable thud as it lands in a less than graceful heap. But like a true feline, it recovers quickly, giving a disdainful flick of its tail as if to say, "I meant to do that." Cats, with their antics and their attitude, are a constant source of amusement. They strut around like they own the place, knocking things over, chasing shadows, and getting into places they shouldn't. But that's part of their charm. They are unpredictable, they are hilarious, and they are adorably endearing. Cats, always keeping us on our toes with their unpredictable hilarity. Ever wondered what happens when cats and dogs share the same stage? Let's find out. Now picture this: a cat and a dog, both eyeing the same plush toy. The cat, as cunning as ever, tries to sneak up on it. But the dog, with its boundless energy, pounces first, sending the toy flying and the cat skidding across the floor. The look on that cat's face? Priceless. And what about the time when a dog decided to join a cat lounging on a sunlit windowsill? The cat, unimpressed, gave the dog a swift push, sending him tumbling to the floor, cushioned by a conveniently placed pile of laundry. The dog's bewildered look was one for the books, while the cat just went back to lounging. Then there's the classic scenario of a dog chasing its tail, spinning around in dizzying circles. A nearby cat watches, bemused. Suddenly the cat decides to join in, pouncing at the dog's tail. The result? A whirlwind of fluff and confusion, ending with the cat and dog in a tangled heap, both looking more than a little dazed. And who could forget the dog that discovered the joy of a laser pointer? As the red dot zipped across the floor, the dog bounded after it, skidding and scampering, its tail wagging with excitement. The cat, seeing the dog's enthusiasm, decided to join in, turning the game into a hilarious chase, with both the cat and dog vying for the elusive red dot. Finally, we have the epic battle of dinner time. A dog and a cat, both eyeing the last piece of chicken. The dog, ever so eager, lunges for it, but the cat, with its lightning-fast reflexes, swipes it first. The dog's disappointed whimper and the cat's triumphant purr made for a truly comedic ending. Well, that's a tough call, isn't it? Who's funnier, cats or dogs? Now let's check out some of your favorite pet comedians as chosen by you, our viewers. Ah, the joy of home videos. There's nothing quite like the unscripted comedy that arises from our beloved dogs and cats just being themselves. Let's dive into the hilarious world of our four-legged friends, as seen through your lens. First up, we've got a fluffy feline who seems to have a peculiar fascination with its own reflection. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the funniest of them all? Clearly our feline friend thinks it's her. This kitty's bewilderment and subsequent attempts to outwit her own reflection are pure comedic gold. Next we have a canine who has taken the phrase "chase your tail," quite literally. Round and round he goes. Where he'll stop, nobody knows. This persistent pooch is proof that sometimes, the simplest things can bring the most amusement. Moving on, picture this. A cat playing hide and seek. But wait, there's a twist. This clever kitty has chosen the most obvious hiding spot, right in the middle of the room, behind a single, solitary strand of spaghetti. Talk about an epic fail in the camouflage department. Yet, it's these adorable miscalculations that make our pet's antics so entertaining. Now imagine a dog who thinks he's an opera singer. Yes, you heard that right. Every time his human plays the piano, he can't help but join in with his own unique howlody. It's a symphony of hilarity that's music to our ears. And finally, we have a cat and dog duo that have turned their home into an obstacle course. From leaping over furniture to slaloming around plant pots, it's an action-packed romp that rivals any Hollywood chase scene. These are just a few snippets of the laughter-filled chaos that your pets bring into your homes and our screens. It's a wild and wonderfully amusing world out there in the realm of pet shenanigans, and we're so glad you've chosen to share these moments with us. Thank you for sharing your pet's funniest moments with us. As we near the end, let's revisit some of the funniest moments from today's show. And who can forget the feline acrobat that turned her living room into a circus? Yes, that's right. The one who did a triple somersault off the back of the couch, only to land in a pile of laundry. It's the cat's version of a soft landing. Then there was the pooch, who decided that the family's sprinkler system was his personal enemy, chasing it around the yard with a determination that would make a mailman proud. It was a dance-off for the ages, pitting dog against machine in a hilarious battle of wills. And let's not forget the epic showdown between the tabby and the terrier. A classic tale of cats versus dogs with a surprising twist. Who knew a shoe could be such a bone of contention? In their world, it's not just a shoe, it's the ultimate prize. And then there was the moment when the husky puppy and the Siamese kitten met for the first time. Awkward? Absolutely. Adorable? Without a doubt. Hilarious? You bet your whiskers it was. Laughter is a universal language, and our furry friends have a knack for bringing out the chuckles, the giggles, and the outright belly laughs. And that's why we love them. Remember, in a world full of cats and dogs, there's never a dull moment.